Before I start this video, shout out to ZoxoLi11. Anyways, let's begin with the video.
I'm gonna teach you guys how to make the little candy jellyfishes. You just need some jewelry cord and some beads and some scissors. I say you need about this much cord, maybe a little bit more, we'll see. I'm gonna make a rainbow jellyfish to show the different layers, but you don't have to. First, we're gonna put 3 beads onto our string and tie off. I triple knot it just so it's super tight, but you can just do as many as you're comfortable with. Oh my God. And then cut the extra string off. Then we're gonna take our string and go through 1 bead, it just to hide the knot on it. So it should look like that. Next, we're gonna put 1 bead in each of these sides here. So string 1 bead, go through, string through, string through. So we're gonna put 1 bead, string, pull through, and then repeat that. All right, we're stringing the last bead. I don't use a thread or a bead needle or thread needle, whatever people use. I just do it with my hand. It is a little bit more difficult, but I think it's not an issue. But this is what it should look like at the end. Then we're gonna go ahead and string through this top bead as well. All right, with our string coming out this end here, and we have our triangle, make sure you pull it pretty tight. We're gonna add 3 beads and then string through the top, 3 beads, skip, string, 3 beads, string. Okay, I hope that makes sense. We'll show you. Okay, we're gonna take our 3 beads, string through this next point, oh my gosh, and pull tight. And then we're gonna do that again 2 more times. This is what it should look like after you string it through there. Now, what we're gonna do next is add a single bead into these corners here to make a full circle around the purple, right? So we need to string through 1, 2, and 3 and get that point right there. So it should look like this. Next, we're gonna add 1 bead, go through all 3 of these, add a bead, go through all 3 of these, and then add a bead and go through, and then we'll meet you back at the end. So we added a bead, and then we're going to string it through all 3 of these. So when we pull it, it's just making that circle for us. So we're gonna do that 2 more times. Okay, we just added our last bead, and now we're gonna string through the next 4. So string through that first 3, and then, okay, you see how hard it is without the needle, but it is possible, I swear. I do it all the time. Okay, like sometimes if you get your thread twisted, just pull it. You've got this. So now we should have a full circle around our purple. You don't have to pull super tight or anything. You don't have to pull it super tight or anything. I just keep it structured basically. And what we're gonna do next is we're gonna add 3 beads and string through 6 different sides. So it's gonna be those ones, but I'll show you 2 of them. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna string 3 beads and then go through right there. We're just gonna skip 1 bead and go through the next one. The only thing about not using a thread needle, once it gets like this, the top of the string, you just want to trim it so it's easier to put through the beads. So now we're going to repeat that 5 times. Okay, I just stringed my last 3. Now with this next one, we're not just going to go through this one. We need to get it back to that point again. So we're going to go through the next 3 beads, or next 2 beads out of that original one you're going into. And you should get this star shape. I hope you guys are following. Next, we're going to string 3 beads and put them through all of the points of those stars that we just created. So string 3 beads, go through the star, and it should make a circle. You're going to repeat that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more times. Now, when we're stringing the last one, we're going to go through that middle green one right there and pull through, and then string the next 2 beads too to get us back to that point. As you can see, and this is why I recommend doing different colors, it's really adding 3 at a time, and you're always kind of going through that middle one of the colors. It really makes it super simple. Okay, the next step is to add 3 more beads, and we're gonna go through those middle points again, but this time on that last layer we did. So mine's the yellow, as you can see, but we're gonna do that all the way around. Okay, we just strung our last 3 beads. Then we're going to go through, and just like the last layer, we're going to go through 2 more times to get us back to that point. Now, if you pull it too tight, it's going to start forming all the way covered. That's not bad. It's just about the shape of the jellyfish you're going for. I like more of the open look, but you can do a more like structured one as well. But For the next step, we're going to add 4 beads and go through those points again. So not 3 this time. I'm going to actually tie off a little bit more string because I underestimated it. And tying on some new string is just as simple as tying 2 of the strings together. Pull pretty tight. I double knot it, but you could do more. Okay, so we're going to take 4 beads and then go through that next 3 point, or the last 3 points we put on, but we're going to put it through the middle. So it should do that, and then we're going to do that all the way around, just like the same. Okay, we strung our last 4 beads, and then we're just going to go through that last orange bead that I'm using, but whatever color you're using, that one right there. And we're going to go ahead and tie off. I usually go through the bottom and then just through and through. I hope that made sense. Now I don't want it to be super crazy tight here, so I'm just gonna open it a little bit. It's still gonna be pretty hooded, but that top jellyfish shape, but you're gonna want to tie this off at least 2 to 3 times. And you have officially completed the top of the jellyfish. Next, you're gonna get 3 individual strings about that long. These are gonna be the tentacles. So if you look on my blue layer, I have these points. So if you look at the ones in 3s, so 1, 2, and 3, that is where we're going to actually put our tentacles. So string through there and then go ahead and slide these under and pull from the other side pretty tight so it covers that on the outside. So now we're going to put 12 beads on to our tentacle. And when we're doing it, we're going to put them through both of the strings. So as you see, we put both bead and just let it slide all the way down. I'm going to pull it just to make sure it goes all the way to that end down there, but 12 beads. And then we're going to take 1 single bead and go through one of the strings, and then we're just going to tie off. So when we tie off, you don't want to make it super tight because you want to give it tension, but it's going to kind of let it do that. After I do the first one pretty loose is when we can tie the second one off a lot tighter. And I triple knot it and then cut off the excess, and then boom, we have tentacle 1 done. So then we're going to take that next string that we got, and we went through this one last time, so we're just going to move over and go through this one over here. Remember, push it through to the bottom so that we can work with it. So just like the last one, we're going to string through both of these strings until we have 12 beads on. And then on that last bead, the 13th, remember 1 string and tie off. All right, and then we just tie off and cut the excess. And then for our last tentacle, as you can guess, probably it's the same method. Put it through that last of the 3 and then put it through to the other side so we can use it. It helps on this side if you make them the same length and then kind of just push them together so you're able to put these beads on a little bit easier when you're putting it through both. Like that. And on that last bead again, just to make sure, put it only through one of the strings and then tie off. Again, I tie the first one loose, then the next 2 pretty tight. And so when we cut off, we have a completed jellyfish. Something you absolutely do not have to do, but I like to do, is add a circle to the top so it's easier for me to kind of carry around, or if I give it to people, it's a little bit easier to not just hand them an object. But I make a circle like so, and then I usually double knot this, but then you have your little jellyfish. This one, obviously I pulled a little bit tighter, so it's a little bit more hooded. Now, if you don't pull as tight, you get more of this like open look, but good luck.
Did a good job getting rid of Kelly. At least I don't lie to the police.
How dare you accuse me?
I love the rainbow, and I've been looking to make a tote bag for my books. It is a book tote, not a book bag, a book tote. It's very important that you know the difference. Anyway, I went into this knowing I didn't have a plan and freehanding everything. Here I am checking to make sure that my base is big enough for what I want. and I'm slowly going to build up the walls around my base using the right angle weave. This project took me forever because again, I was working without a pattern and I was making it up on the spot. I think this looks pretty good. I was trying to go for a gradient. I don't know if it really comes across, but I like it. The strap and the flap complete, I'm finished. And though I really hated this bag while I was making it, I am extremely happy with the result. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.
Make a bead kit for my best friend ASMR. Thank you.
Huh? It smells good. Yeah, I can smell it. It made me sneeze.
Look at them! Look at them! I'm done. I'm done. This has consumed my life. I'm done. Oh my god, I'm done. Look at her. Look at her. Look at her. And oh my god. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I finished. I should make...
When I say I have a big candy collection, I really do mean I have a big candy collection. Here is my largest cuff. It is very comfortable, not uncomfortable at all. I swear it's so comfy.
What is this?
What do you mean, what is this? I'm a custom wood burner. I'm custom wood burning. You clicked on custom wood burning. Did you think I'd be sitting here farting around? No, I'm custom wood burning.
My bad. Oh, shoot, my bad.
Today we're packing my largest order yet. This order is for Grace. You are now the record holder. First they got a lesbian pride cuff. And they also got one of the spiral star bracelets. Next they got a bead keychain. Did you hear my voice crack? And they got a candy star necklace. This is the bright rainbow variation in the chain style. And finally they got a lesbian pride mushroom. Now onto the two mystery bags, which we will combine into a massive mystery bag. So to start off, I made them a belt chain, also fitting the lesbian pride theme. Next I made them a one-of-a-kind necklace. I don't have any others like it. It comes with this strawberry jelly charm. Don't eat it. Next up, I finally tried to make a star cuff. I had to watch a tutorial by Mood Candy. I also put a rotating glow-in-the-dark single in it. Next, we have another rotating cuff. This one's a lot bigger. Let's just have a spinny moment. Flop. This next one, okay, someone's gonna get mad at me for this. I put the purse in the bag. Since this order is so massive, I thought there's no better candidate. Listen, nobody got it, so I think it's fair game. It's a mystery item now. So here you go. I made another charm as well. This one is a little kitty charm. Oh, I just realized you can add it to the bag. Hold on. Stop. That's so cute. We also got some magenta. Oh my god, these are not magenta. Dark purple mini star earrings. And I made 3 singles for them this time, plus a freebie. This one says sprinkles with a donut and it glows in the dark. This one just has a little hibiscus charm and I really like it. And this one says cherry. It's got a cherry charm. With a freebie, they got 777, the lucky number. And as you know, all mystery bags come with sticker sheets. A large one comes with 5, so I gave them 10 this time. They are so adorable. I got these off TikTok shop. We're also gonna pick a bonus sticker. If you don't like Sanrio, I'm sorry, there's a lot of it. Kurumi, you never forget the candy. Someone told me that these were a waste because they just go in the trash. Who's throwing these away? Now I'm gonna wrap it all up and we'll see if it fits in an envelope or if I need a box. I put everything in a box, but then I have to take it out because shipping is expensive. It's going in this jumbo envelope, 2 of them taped together because a box cost $16 to ship my camera. Oh my god. Let me know if you think that all of this was worth $100 or not. I'm really curious what you guys think. Stop!
Do you like making candy but also have a large amount of these rainbow loom bands? Here's a really cool bracelet that you can make with the combination of the two. So first of all, make sure you have all the stuff. The amount you want to use really depends on how tight your bracelet wants to be. You will also need one of these or just use your fingers, but I'm going to use this just so it's more steady. Now your first string, you're gonna want to twist it like this to make sure there's this little X in the middle. Then put your next band on. Now before you add another band to it, you're going to want to add a bead to this. Basically all you want to do is put the bead on top of the little band. Make sure not to cross the strings or anything, just slide it right through. So now that you've put that band onto it, the next thing you're going to want to do is bring that third string, or the first string, whichever one you think it is, and then bring it over the top. Basically just lifting it up to where it then touches that. Then add another band and do the little thing where you put this up again. Now that you've rung that one up, you're going to want to add another beaded one. Then pull that bottom one back up again, then add another band. Then keep repeating all of this in the pattern of no bead, bead, no bead, bead, and just keep bringing these up as you go along with it. To finish, make sure you're at the point where you're about to add another bead. Except instead of that, just add another string. Then pull the bottom one up. Next, you need one of these to secure the end. Put both sides of the string into it. Now once you've put it on there, you can take it off of that. Then put the first band you used into it. Once you've put it on, you've successfully completed your band. Now you can make a bunch of different patterns with these things, but just know the more type of patterns you try to add, the more complicated it's gonna get. But anyways, that is how to make candy out of these.
Oh, how the collection has grown. Last time my bag broke, so I've been using a birthday bag ever since. But I have been displaying a few of these on my walls, so. Everything I'm going to show are things that I've made and plan on keeping, so nothing that I've been given and nothing that I'm going to give away. Mostly because these are all prototypes. They're all the first attempts at things I've tried. There's definitely a lot more to get through this time, so we're starting with the multi-stitches. These are my, I guess, classic ones. Don't forget, always be reppin'. What would you call these, a novelty multi-stitch? People have asked for tutorials on these. I do plan on making them, but it's a lot harder than you think to get it all into under 3 minutes, so I might make YouTube videos for these. If I can make it under 3 minutes, I will, but just in case. I do have a YouTube channel, and I'm already uploading onto it, but so far it's all just TikTok re-uploads, but these are probably gonna be on there. I've got the skeleton gloves, which is a combined multi-stitch and ladder stitch, which transitions us into the ladder cups. I learned how to make this one from Mood Candy. This one I copied from a picture on Pinterest, and I have my own tutorials for these. I actually have tutorials for a lot of these things, so this video is just going to be in the tutorials playlist so that you can check them all out. Those were the cubes, by the way. Speaking of cubes, we have my enemies. These little candy boxes using the right angle weave or right angle stitch. This one has little babies inside. I just hate making them. Then there's my star theme stuff. This is a cuff. This is supposed to be a watch, but it's just bad. These are keychains. This is a little crown, and this is a handcuff. These are my peyote stitches. I feel like I should have more. Ah, yes. This is a mask. This is one of 2 ears I never finished. This is a choker. These are all just normal cuffs, and this is a belt chain. I also have a star theme belt chain that I just completely forgot about. God, I'm forgetting everything today. These are goggles. They're made using the multi-stitch, and I learned how to make them from Vicky Muffins. This is my flower theme stuff. Rings, shirt pins, collar pins, keychains, hair clips, and cuffs. These are just some singles and doubles that didn't make it into the sentimental tin. We're getting into the X bases. These are just some casual ones. This is my first ever attempt at building up an X base, and this is my most recent. Here are a few of the others. I just realized that almost all of these are fandom. Static Shock, off, and this was supposed to be a part of a gradient rainbow set, but one person made a comment one time that just said, Homestuck colors, and it's stuck. It's just a Homestuck cuff now. So thank you to whoever said that. These are some star-shaped cups, and I stepped on this one, and it broke. These are my first ever fails. I just keep them around for, I don't know, growth. And now we've got the rotators. The smallest possible ones I've made so far. The biggest possible one I've made so far. Obviously the cursed babies. And this one, which I never actually ended up showing off for some reason. It's just supposed to represent the dirt flowers growing out in the sky. I don't know. I think it's cute.